happy to see a sniper. So let's see it in the gameplay. Let's send it over to our casters for game number 1. It's Cap and SVG.
No time dilation.
Going for it, Armel. He's going to be able to get the pullback underneath the tower. Stormstormer's going to go for that last minute dive. Will he get the kill first? He will. First blood picked up, and he will die in return as DJ's TP completes. It used to be that Storm Spirits would just like, okay, they hit this level 5 timing and they would just AFK jungle until they get 6, but he's got support behind him with a really good bushwhack. It's going to be Bushman dead already. Not quite enough to get Armel to that level 6, so won't be able to pursue. I mean, he sticks around here for much longer. It's a guaranteed death. All they need is the slow, and yeah, he's done so. They're going to bump him back. They don't even necessarily need the lasso, but he'll blow it anyway.
All right. Here doesn't really have much interest in being the aggressor in these situations. He just wants to get his farm.
Those rotations a little bit late to secure the 8-minute power rune. It's picked up by Stormstormer, but they can still get the kill. The arena locking them in. They do have Stormstormer stuck. Fishman's going to go for the TP out, but they're both dead. FNATIC pick up the double for Armel.
An unconventional item for Storm in a lot of these situations. You'd usually go Kaya first. Anything's possible.
Farming a big old stack, and Stormstormer says, how you doing? I'll take that hero kill, and I'll take your stack too.
FNATIC wants some revenge, want to defend their ward.
Do manage to get the bushwhack, quickly released as Armel cuts down the tree, but it doesn't matter, they've still got him dead to rights.
Give this up, and in fact, Katayomi TPing in, they have Chrono.
Look at Palos just waiting for him to be able to strike, but the Skywrath Mage with the Chronosphere easily gets the kill first on the Jabs. Palos, I'm not sure what kind of bigger play they had in mind there, but he was chilling in the trees waiting for an opportunity.
Take the tier 1 mid, take the Roshan.
This 3-man smoke, if he can get the silence onto Armel, and he does. Chronosphere on it too. The Omni Knight throws what he can, but is it enough to save the Storm? It is. He's getting the jump away, and he's got plenty of mana to work with. Jen Welsh might be the victim here as he's going to be pulled back in by the lasso. This time, Stormstormer will use it. It's a great effect to get this kill. It's going to take a while though, and now Armel is going to come right back in. They're going to try and blow up the Face's Void, but they didn't quite have the damage. Now he gets hit by his stun. He looks to zip away, but he doesn't make it in time. The Fishman 5 takes him down. Come in right before the time walk. Maybe it would have been a successful burst. They do manage to catch him again, and this time around they've got him. Yeah. It does feel like a little bit of a weird
all here.
And they're going to jump for it. They're going to go for Stormstormer, who had the BKB. They forced it out of him, and Armel should not get caught by this, but he does get caught by the Chronosphere. Likes the damage in the sniper. He's the first one down. Stormstormer's going to get the lasso immediately afterwards, see if they can kill the Stormstormer, and it looks like they should be able to get him. No, the heal comes out, and Armel's able to get away. Janwell still inside the arena, will die, but he successfully saved his mid laner, and that was the most important part of the fight for him. The Chronosphere catching the Storm Spirit on the edge, beautiful to set up the lasso. Armel jumping in despite the fact that all of Entity is there, going for the Roshan. Double long range. Pop, pop. Gets him with the hoodwink shot and the sniper shot, one after the other.
So this will be some map control back for FNATIC. Exactly what they want to have happen with the Aegis expiring.
They're going to go for it, Fishman. They figure, okay, this guy's got to be pretty alone. Jabs and Stormstormer, they're going to run into each other. It's the lasso that hits first. Stormstormer, he's going to be caught by the bushwhack though.
No one else is here.
Nailed, but the BKB goes out first. There was not going to be that spear in time. Now the Chronosphere, it's going to come through, catching the 2 supports. They do have Jabs trying to control the rest of the cores, but the 2 supports are already dead, and the Stormstormer is being caught by the silence of Katayomi. He managed to bring down a core by himself, and now it's just free pickings. The rest of Entity is looking to be able to run down everybody else. Palos, the old Guardian Angel's going to run out eventually. And now he falls. Even a support Fishman Sven is tough to bring down, as he's just going to be able to walk it off even after the buybacks of FNATIC. Entity just rolled over them there. They'd just be too late to the party.
There's no way they can fight without the BKBs on Sniper and Storm.
Damage for Entity.
All right. Give him the bottle.
Oh, Jabs! He tried to take that double damage away.
BKB popped.
Yeah, in an awkward position because you know Pure can just keep chasing. If he wants to, he can Chronosphere. He's going to be pinned first. They do have the blink coming up in a second, but it's denied. Stormstormer gets on top of him and Jabs. He will die here. Looks like get the courier on top of that, so a little cherry on top. 13,000 net worth lead now.
Yeah, FNATIC farming 0 camps right now.
And now they got a lasso.
Nice
Immediately going to be denied, but they do get the Chronosphere. Oh, and the BKB goes off just before the bushwhack, so we can ensure the Omni Knight kill, and sticking on top of Palos as well. Palos, they don't really have any damage to threaten Pure, so nothing really going to stop him here. The arena goes out, trying to pin in some heroes. Looks like the Skywrath Mage is going to fall, but Pure's going to keep on trucking. See if he can get the bash on Palos. No bashes whatsoever. What's going on here? Does manage to get a time walk back in. Pure. All right, he's going to go ahead and give away that Aegis. Can they do anything about him on the second life? A pin. Gets it. Perfect timing. Blow him up. He is dead. Pure. Questionable move by him jumping back inside the base, and he just gave FNATIC.
He does an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, with the full-out Mjolnir and the Chrysalis.
Popping the smoke.
Gonna find the Omni Knight first. That's a great start, especially if they can find Palos. He's right there, and he gives up. Ooh, just in time, Stormer gets the lasso around Palos' neck before he can TP away.
And FNATIC, they're smoked around here. Potentially looking to
Yo,
burst
Jazz is
Void.
gonna go for it? No way! A spear immediately pins down, doesn't get the Faceless Void, but the burst damage is almost there. If only they had landed the spear on Pure, it could have been a kill, but Armel is now gonna be the victim of Pure's Chrono Spear. They'll turn to the Storm Spear and finish off Jazz quite easily. And now, utter disaster for FNATIC. At first, they just lost some heroes. Now, it's the full team that's gone, and Entity can go straight up for the W.
Pure time walking back his mistakes and making up for it here. We see this Mars Hex that I don't think anybody expected to come out here. I certainly didn't expect it. I don't even know how Jabs got to this point. Was that the fight to go when your sniper's dead, though? Imagine they have the extra damage. Just not enough damage in the tank. Good spear tank from Entity, and now you're in a high
let's be
ground
careful there.
situation.
They're going to go for the Omni Knight first. They recognize how important he is now.
No
Armel's going to try and
Chrono,
respond. Pull back. They do. Faceless Void actually tanks the damage for the Bat Rider, and now stunned right next to Pure. Palos in huge trouble and just gets burst apart. The instant bash coming out onto DJ as well as he limps his way back to the fountain. The bushwhacking will not survive. Burns down in the fire and flames of the dragon as Entity look to finish out the game now with a straight up tier 4 push. FNATIC, nothing left in the tank it seems. Jabs will do what he can. Maybe they'll get a support or two. But at the end of the day, the cores are still going to be trucking. They're still going to be focusing on the main objective. They'll take the buildings and force the GG out of FNATIC. Game 1 goes to Entity.
Absolutely clinical game from them.
Ooh, it is looking scary. It is a Stormer Invoker, his iconic hero.
I mean, this mid lane matchup isn't the easiest if you're going to
He's going to go for it,
Here's that
Armel.
level 3
Wants
kill.
the kill. He's got the tornado. Stormer tries to throw it. He tried to throw it to the side, I think, to catch Armel, or maybe thought it would be just thrown in front of him to be able to get it, but no. Now, this is something they kind of did set themselves up for, Entity, that is. Do you feel like, would you say they're a team that is less reliant on a strong laning phase?
You say that, and
Pure, he pulls back a Jabs with the hook, but that's not going to do him any
phase.
good. And Jabs, he's going to turn into Fishman
body
now.
box?
Ooh, nice. DJ trying to get in front of him. Ooh, couldn't quite get him in front of him. The second time with the plasma field will ensure the double kill for Jabs. 4-0. Armel, though, is in some trouble.
Fairy
and
fire.
It looks like the Entity might be able to get a counter kill, but no. Armel lives through it. And Januel, well, now that he's here, he'll chase away the rest of Entity, no problem. But a spike carapace does allow him to be able to disengage. He's got a stun coming up too, so Pure might be able to get this kill, but it's going to take a little bit.
The jukes.
He's
How
got
good
the
are
hook.
they?
It's coming up. He's threatening it. Oh, is he going to get it? DJ dodges it.
The Tranquil's running.
The heals are coming up. The Tranquils are full engaged, and DJ.
He might even turn
Fishman.
here.
Oh!
The ward plant.
He barely gets the last hit by dropping the ward, gets
Another
the kill on
retreat.
DJ, but he is going to lose his own life and the Observer ward. I'm going to say DJ, well worth it for him. Toss back. Oh, he couldn't quite get it. A toss straight up in the air to prevent his own death, but Armel's going to keep going for it. Tries to go for the lasso, but the cold snap will keep the distance. And maybe that's why he popped the Eye of the Storm and just farmed the hard camp. They're now going to try and go to the other side, but oh no! They do manage to get the hook, but at the same time it looks like the Pangolier is going to die before he gets off the Rolling Thunder. Palos does die off of that hook pick from Pure.
Boosting his net worth up.
Yeah, get some experience for himself where he was seriously lacking.
They have a toss back.
Another attempt at a hook perhaps.
Can't hit it.
He's going to go for Januel, but he's just easily sidesteps it and does manage to get a nice high ground tombstone. Can they fight around this? It doesn't look like it. Stormer may just go for the kill onto this Tiny, but other than that, they're not going to go for a full-out fight. Palos shows up. They actually...
another ward too.
Nice. Get the last hit on the ward. They get the hook.
Soul Rip heal and all of the AoE control FNATIC has. It's going to
They
be
get
hard.
the deny on the tower, but the TP is still coming through from Stormstormer. He'll burst collect onto Jabs. Managed to get the Tornado into the Rolling Thunder. They burned him out,
You're
all of his
trapped,
mana.
DJ.
They should be able to burst him down and be able to pick up the Nyx Assassin. Entity, a full 5-man rotation.
Maybe you just felt like the start was way too slow for it to pay off. Gearing up for the late game with more damage.
Catching the Nyx Assassin. He did get off the Spike Carapace. It'll stall things a little bit, but he is still dead. Now Palos, he dropped the wards. He's going to stun himself. This is kind of awkward now. They're going to follow it up some more. Well, he's going to drop the Tombstone, but maybe the Spade is actually good for them. Jabs is in prime position to chase down some heroes. Fishman goes for the TP out. No stuns available. Let's see if he took enough damage. Die in the fountain. He does still die. Why you could see Palos thinking, oh, maybe I can go back in because big bad Jabs is here in town. Oh, he's got a BKB and he's gunning for it. This man is absolutely insane. The hook! They got him right through the creeps. What a hit from Pure.
Thought he TP'd out maybe, or I mean, what is this play? I've seen Jabs do insane stuff.
Jabs is by far one of those most bonkers offlaners you'll ever witness. Yeah, maybe at best they could catch Jabs here. Jabs, does he have his BKB back up? He does. So he's actually going to latch on to Stormstormer. The nice hook from Pure saves him, pulls them out of danger. And look at Jabs. He's just walking into them. Now the rest of the team is coming in from the side, but Jabs is already dead. Here comes Palos. He throws out his stun. They chain it onto the Tiny. Looks like he's going to be the first one down. Pure's going to fight this out. He's got his Aghanim Scepter, but Janwell doesn't give a damn. In fact, he's amplifying the damage that's now coming out from the Bad Rider. The Flesh Heap is dodging a lot of his damage, though, and he's actually going to hit the hook. Needs to pull back in. Armel has to recommit to be able to finish off this Pure tanky Pudge, but it finally does go down. Now they turn over to Toby, who looks at Palos, does manage to hit the shield crash, not quite enough damage, but maybe Fishman can finish him off. The Sun Strike's off the mark, and Toby dies, and now Fishman overextended in an attempt to run down Palos, but will pay the price.
The John Well Undying buyback somehow actually working out and bailing out this Alchemist. That's it, DJ TPing bottom.
Okay, Armel gets the grab on a Stormstormer, but the save, maybe Toby might just be able to bail him out, but no. The BKB from Armel ensures the kill. And DJ, well, he's going to leave his support behind. Bye-bye, DJ. You're going to be left in the clutches of Entity, who aren't even going to go for it. They're scared because they don't know that Roshan's going on right now. They think there could be mass TPs coming in.
The fight displacement is Entity's best tool back in this game.
You are dead.
That plus probably some buybacks around their tower. That's what they're hoping for.
DJ finds the opening. It's going to be on to the Pure Punch, so he's pretty tanky. Already down to half health, though. Palos going to start going to the work. Where's the Fishman save? It's denied. Stormstormer, they get in front of him, but Armel is going to make sure he doesn't get it up. Pure actually does get bailed out ever so barely. He gets the TP completed. Thanks to the BKB. Does manage to hit the impale onto Stormstormer's Invoker. Pull him back in with the Razor, laying in the damage. They easily clean up Entity. I mean, without the Pure Punch, what damage is there, really?
He lives, but at what price? High ground tomb on the back end as well. No hope of
toss back. Really nicely played. Jabs, welcome back to deep inside the enemy base, my friend. You've been here a few times. You're welcome back anytime, says Entity.
FNATIC getting a little too greedy after that teamfight win again. Pudge, he's still full HP
now
here.
Now the Avalanche, now another toss back, now another potential hook to be able to finish off this Undying. He dies easily. Hook attempted, but Armel does manage to sidestep that one. Palos is back in. Just casually 3 shots to the Oracle. Goes for a finish onto Kaketa. Oh, he gets it too. Double for Palos.
Palos looking to jump mid here.
And this man still farms. He's got a Blink Dagger in his backpack. He's going to swap over as he tries to go for the fight here. But Pure protected. Self-stun on the Alchemist. Toby's going to try and escort Pure out of here. He pops the BKB, quickly goes for the E, onto the Bat Rider, because it's the only thing he can do. It's fight or flight. A TP out is his only opportunity, and Pure does. Barely managed to get out.
This, to me, is not the most obvious Cataclysm game. So to me, it tells me you got to dismember this Alch, and they're going to try and burst them with the Sunstrikes. That's your best route at this point.
Took does manage to get the Dismember, but the Unstable Concoction stops him. They do have the Lotus Orb out on this Pudge, but a Bash is actually coming through. Fear's going to be saved out. Oh, look at him just go to town on a Fishman, and they're still going to pull back this Pudge to his demise as Jabs starts going to work while the Alchemist, well, he can keep everybody zoned to back. Does get tossed back into the tier 3s, taking a lot of damage. Pure does eventually die here. Finally goes down. The Tombstone's going to be laid out right in front of Entity's base, too. So there will be no response anywhere from Entity. Then everybody else is going to start swarming through from FNATIC. Pure showing himself, DJ immediately goes for it. Spike carapace into the impale stun, waiting out the Lotus Orb before he throw out the unstable concoction. Does manage to get out the bash. Meanwhile, back lines, they stop the Oracle and prevent him from getting off a good ultimate. They get the hook back. Stormstormer finish off Janwell. Undying will claim the head of Entity, and that is it. GG is called FNATIC. They got absolutely stomped in front of the home crowd in game 1, but they have the spirit, they have the resilience, they bounce back in game 2 equally strong.
We're gonna see if this is either a genius maneuver or the most stubborn thing that FNATIC has ever done in our first game number 3 ESL 1 Malaysia 2022 main stage with Cap and SVG.
I mean, when you're able to use that passive appropriately to be able to like put pressure into, oh man! 3 HP or something like that. Instead, it's going to be First Blood going over to Kandaomi. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. The Undying is going to TP in after the Unstable Concoction. He'll get a lot of damage on a Pure, but not quite enough, again, to get the kill.
Sal cancel.
Uh-oh, Toby. He's got one swashbuckle to use here to get away from Jabs. And Jabs doesn't actually worry about trying to chase him down. I think he's just okay with zoning him. Palos gets chased down by Pure, trades his life away underneath the tower, but well worth it to kick this Alchemist out of lane. But Palos right after that unstable concoction's used, they're just going to go for it. Now, again, fighting into the Tombstone, so Entity a little bit careful about that one. Jab's taking a lot of damage. Toby, can he finish him off with this swipe? It wasn't quite enough. A second one might do it. It does. Secures the kill.
Do not want to give it to Armel, especially with the level lead Stormstormer has. He has duel already.
You get the duel out. See if they've got the damage. It looks pretty clean. Fishman doesn't even need another round of Purifying Flames. The first duel victory.
He wants the bat.
Rapidly turn into an avalanche. May just have to content himself with an Undying, and he will. See if he gets the duel win or not. It's close, but Pure ensures it.
Winner, winner.
Gonna try and catch him. Armel is gonna go for the Flame Break into Lasso. Oh, he doesn't have Flame Break. He's just gonna have to go for the Lasso. And Fishman maybe too far away.
No Oracle.
He doesn't have his ultimate, so yeah, he runs all that distance. But for what, Fishman? You could have never saved him in the first place. You didn't have the ability to do so.
He's gonna get run down. Overextension here from Stormstormer for sure. Is this Legion Blink into the Skywrath nukes? Ideally take down a core hero, force FNATIC into a numbers position.
The setup hits the Impale, then it'll ensure that the Lasso will chain it, and no chance at an in-range. They're going to be able to catch Jabs first.
He's the tankiest hero.
But they really don't want to go for him, apparently. And he spawns him with the Plasma Field. Disaster for Entity as now Stormstormer no longer having his blink. Is going to be caught by, oh no! Toby rolls through, does manage to get the kill on Jabs, but it's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far. Janwell's going to be able to catch up the Fishman, start slowing him down. Armel wants to be able to collect on this kill, but doesn't want to overextend. Good thing, too. Pure, he's got a double damage. Nice two-man stun. The Flame Break. Pure's actually taken a lot here. He still has the Enrage, though. And there's not a huge amount of nuking threat to scare him off.
Basher Rush is just... This is a chat build.
Oh, they get the Lasso immediately after. They actually went for the duel, so no cleanse out on the Ursa. The Ursa will turn around and finish off Armel, but he's going to take a lot of damage. The Enrage shrugs off most of it. Now they've got the magic immunity out onto him as well. Fishman may end up falling for Jabs, but Jabs will turn and die. Janwell is not going to be able to make it out either. Entity, what a turn from them. Three-man stun from DJ. Did that just save FNATIC's 5? No, a blink in from Toby and Pure will finish the job.
Alchemist not ready to come to this sort of engagement.
DJ, he sees a free victim of a vendetta.
Still has Carapace and Impale.
Is he going to get out though? Turns around, Impale misses that one. Toby's going to roll up. Nice shield crash over the high ground, catches DJ. And look at that, a nice little stack available as well.
Still more dual damage for this Legion, who did take that damage talent. Up to 50 now.
Grabbing the Skywrath Mage. It's the small, simple pickoffs. That's what FNATIC got to focus on here.
Too.
Yeah, a little haste rune action. This Jab's gonna run into him. Oh yeah, he is. Pure was just sitting on the high ground, and the Basher goes to work. Bye-bye, Jabs. 530 gold for that kill, too.
I mean, if you pull this Ursa into a Tombstone, sure, he respawns. You're still happy, though.
Start off with the Rolling Thunder immediately with the chain jump. They're going to finish off the Alchemist nice and quick and clean, or maybe not. The Chemical Rage. Pure finishes them off in the end. They do manage to get that one. The Oracle died at the same time, and Pure's going to lose his Aegis, but not before he does a ton of damage to Jabs.
He's
nice flame break backwards, and it looks like Jabs. He's going to win the duel. Ursa's going to come back surrounded by 4 heroes. What are you going to do with the Basher, son?
Bashing absolutely nobody. Tombstone doing a mad amount of work there, and Armel still has haste rune.
And his lasso. And even better than a high five, it's a lasso.
Basically a team wipe for Entity, losing 5 because Ursa dies twice there. I like this itemization. They don't need a lot of damage right now, they just need survivability. He can build the damage later.
Oh, Toby, perfect timing. Doesn't quite hit the right blink dagger though. Spots him a little bit too late. The TP completes. DJ gets away.
Meanwhile, DJ's
Back
finding the
inside the
opening.
game. They jumped onto Jabs. They managed to get the duel out onto him. The Razor's pretty tanky though with the Soul Rift coming out as well. Jabs doesn't go down so easy. They do manage to get a bash out, but he's still alive through all of it. It looks like between the disarms and lassos, they can't finish the job. Pure has been pulled off, cold off, and now they're going to be able to chase him down. As Pure, no enrage, no save. They're going to use the unstable concoction right on top of him. They immediately cleanse that. Pure turns around, does a little bit of damage where he can, but Armel slows him down. Flame break backwards, and he ticks on out. Katomi going to be chased down as well. FNATIC, a massive victory, a 1-for-4 exchange. So many responses, but look what's happening at the top lane.
Yeah, why initiate when you can just take their pace?
Look at DJ, he's trying to cut him off.
He's scouting them all. He might get a crazy initiation here.
He's breaking all the smokes right now. They try and get the initiation, but they fail. He gets the spike airbase to turn around, and now, oh no, the Razor Jabs gets off the BKB. Stormstormer is taking too much damage. Turns around. What is he going to do? Not going to duel, that's for sure. Pure, they're going to be able to get the chainstone out of the Razor. Jabs are going to fall. They're going to turn out of Palos now.
Pure
Can he get the bashes to be able to stay on top? Pure, he's not sure what to do here. They're going to go back in with the duel. They're going to go for the Undying. But what is done from DJ? A 3-man stun, setting it up. The Undying falls, but Palos is still in fighting shape. They do manage to get the pullback lasso onto this Oracle, but all of Entity, they're limping away. Little HP, but they still survive. And now Pure's back in. He smells the blood in the water. With the Alchemist coming back, see what they can do to him. He doesn't have a BKB, he doesn't have a way to stop all this kiting. He turns around, does manage to get a bash. Another stun from DJ! What a save for the false promise though! Pure is still alive. Pure, he has to fight his way out of this one, but there's no chance in hell. The false promise is gonna wear out, and he's just dead. The damage does its trick. The stun, another one goes out. Katomi's trying to run back into the tier 3s, but DJ, ever the hunter, ever the killer, slaying Entity 1 by 1.
The dream fight for FNATIC, they're abusing Aegis to the maximum. Pure just has too much HP to fight through, even with this Legion buyback. The itemization from FNATIC with the disarms, the Abyssal on Palos, making Pure's life miserable.
They're going to need a change on him here for the Eul Scepter. Oh, that puts the Ursa out of commission, straight up into an Impale stun, so they don't get a whole lot of damage during this Rolling Thunder. Stormstormer chases out, but all of a sudden, oh no, they're turned around. They do have the false promise, but Jazz is draining him of all his damage, and he's going to turn it back onto Pure. Pure, oh no, he's being dragged away. He wanted to be able to kill the Razor. Turns on to DJ. That pesky Nisc Assassin will finally die, but a buyback. He's going to be back in the fight soon. Toby trying to run away from Jazz. Will manage to swatch himself out, but the Pure TP out. He does it again. This is a TP god. He gets out just in the nick of time.
This Alchemist front line, absolutely devastating to try and go on. He has Elven Tunic, he has Radiance.
Nice response, DJ, instantly. Uplink Skyface into an Impale, into Palos with the Abyssal Wave. Bye-bye, Toby. He does have a buyback.
Is hitting every single stun for this team.
They're going to fight the opening Jabs. They go for it, but the Soul Rift, it's not going to be enough heals. They need a little bit more damage. The dual win isn't quite there. Jabs, he's actually going to be walking away from this. Stormstormer goes down. Pure, he managed to get the kill on the Undying, but he's got to walk away from the static link. They do manage to get the Rolling Thunder. Chain setting up this Razor. But you can see Jabs, oh man, he just doesn't give a damn. He's sticking around through all of this one. Palos, they're going to ignore him for now. Go back to the Razor. The force tap straight into the hand clutches up here. The Eul Scepter wasn't in time. Toby swashbuckle up in a second. Denied by the Abyssal Blade. They managed to turn around on table concoction. Lasso into game 1, but run it back. Game 2, same draft. Game 3, 2-1 against Entity.